Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines.
And there's always a little bit of animosity when these teams get together, but that is why it's a great rivalry.
Yeah, it's a game both teams get up for, regardless of recent records.
Here's Whitehead. Uncovered. Adebayo grabs the board. And here are the Heat. And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
And there it is for him.
High percentage look right off the bat.
About a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Ware. Oh, they pick off the pass. Rebound Miami.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And Miami has possession, following the bucket by Brooklyn.
That's the kind of head fake that'll give a guy whiplash.
He sells it all the way, right? Highly effective. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Dort for 3. That one doesn't drop.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Drives to the hoop. Hero outside. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Whitehead with a rebound. Brooklyn leading by 4. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The floater. Oh, Carter with the block. Here's Whitehead. He's averaging about 15 points per game. He's been a solid contributor. It's stolen by Halliburton. And he drives in.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Durant, following the bucket by the Heat. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And I just love Durant's mindset. He knows his role is to score as often as he can for his team.
Pass to Ware. Back to Halliburton.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Hero outside. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Durant. On the attack, Carter. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Now here's Halliburton. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Here's Whitehead. Fires from the wing. No good, off the front rim. Adebayo in the post. Pass to Hero. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Substitutions on the court.
Nets leading by 6. Now Durant. Covered by Johnson. 10 feet away. With his second effort. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. 51 seconds left now in the first quarter. Outside Russell.
He didn't have his feet planted.
First personal foul. 2 seconds. Substitutions for the Nets. Walker. Edgecombe.
43 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Jovic. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
35.
Man, good whistle there.
Personal foul. First team.
Brooklyn shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
Edgecombe. Stepping the
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
And for all the attention his offense gets, never question Durant's ability at the defensive end. What a way to begin this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And stolen by Durant. Here we go. 1 second left. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
Pass to Adebayo. And it's rejected. And they recover it. The steal. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Here's Carter. Misses a three.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Pass to Halliburton. Adebayo set to screen. And here's Hero. Adebayo with it. Now Carter defending. Clock at 6. Adebayo in the post. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Launches it. And it's Carter with the three. And the Nets lead by 17. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Heat trail by 17. Hero on the wing.
Number 35.
Up and over Carter. Back to Halliburton. Got a hand on it. And they get it back. They get it again.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
All right, Stan, what's one rule you change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get Adam Silver's salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays. No more reviews. Human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going.
Pass to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance. 11 points in the game.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass. Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
To the wing on the left. Walker pulls down the board.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Whitehead's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
The kick out to Walker. The 3 is up. And the net's another 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pass to Adebayo. It's intercepted. And here they come. Ball's going up the court. And the jam by Walker.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. To the left side wing. And there's a 3-second violation. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitutions on the court.
And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Time called here. The Heat decide to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Here's Russell. He's scoreless.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
To stop the run. Outside Johnson. 6 to shoot. The layup off target.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Outside for Russell. Takes a 3. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
They grab their own miss. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Johnson. And rejected. "46 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Whitehead. Second shot opportunity to the right side. Pulls it in from the elbow. And again, it's Brooklyn.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Outside Russell. And there's the screen. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. They still need this. Misses again, now 0 for 3. Here's Whitehead. Sinks the tray. Whitehead's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The kick out to Walker. Out left to the wing. Here's Whitehead. And he jams it home with authority.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And finished off by Adebayo.
Oh, my gosh. Just throw it up to the square and Bam will do the rest.
A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game, Stan, catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Adebayo. It's deflected. Over to the left wing. Here's Whitehead. Now here's Carter. Misses with the fallback, Jay. So it's Miami now. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. They set a pick. Oh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good. Pulls up on the wing. Durant's shot is off. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. Hero for three. Can't get it to drop.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Durant. Rebound Miami.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
To the inside. It's stolen. And they're running. Hero for three. Doesn't go that time.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Add KD's mid-range J to the game's unblockable shots alongside the sky hook and the step-back three.
Has to Ware. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes.
Three.
Ware's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Oh, misses the dunk. The Heat on offense. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal. I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Here's Whitehead. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Brooklyn shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good.
At the line.
Good on both. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. To the left wing. Outside Johnson from 12 feet. And that one's long.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Shot from 16. Walker's shot is off.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Pass to Gobert. Picked it out of midair. Walker for three. Drains the triple. Walker's got 10 points in the game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Nets?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Here's Johnson. There's the steal. That won't go. 5 for 10 from the floor. And the Heat with possession. From deep. Sinks it from distance.
Three.
Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Shot on the wing. That one goes in.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Outside Russell. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Walker. And the jam by Walker.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, and when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Miami shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, the line with 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Dort. No points so far. Pass to Whitehead. From behind the arc. The rebound by Ware. Hero outside. He got it up. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Just
27.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Miami. Now here's Haliburton. The three ball. All alone on the break. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition chances.
Knocks down the triple. Hero's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Their three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Launches a 3. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Has to Ware. Dort with a steal. Out to the wing. Adebayo with a steal. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Ware. Brooklyn pulls it in. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis, where they'll face the Grizzlies. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Adebayo sets a screen. Pass to Haliburton. And so the ball out of bounds. Hero touched it last.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Well, Stan, you coach some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact.
Pass to Durant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Tyler Hero. First one falls for him.
And out the line, shooting 2.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Adebayo sets a screen. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow.
Yeah, that tweener proving no problem for Adebayo.
Timeout called, Brooklyn. And the Nets with possession here. Takes it inside. From 18 feet away. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now Hero. Oh, there's the alley.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Down low. Adebayo with a steal. The lob. Very well done.
And that nice steal was able to get their break going in a hurry.
And for a coach, you always appreciate when you're able to turn a stop into a score.
Back to Walker. Inside. Soft touch off the glass.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Pass to Adebayo. Takes the three. On target from range. Adebayo's got 9 points now in the second half. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
1 minute to play.
And he dunks it down.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Wide open. And there's another one for the Heat.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases. Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you, not to take a stance.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
4 on the clock. And Carter with the block. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Clock at 2. Off the inbound pass. That won't go. He's 5 for 12 now. Carter on the wing. 4-3. Fires in the triple.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And a two-handed jam.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door out.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Pass to Hero. Adebayo sets a screen. Goes back up. That one is off. Here's Whitehead. Missed it. So we see the Nets taking the